Hey, what's up, everybody? Highway 54 back in the house. Woo! Dude, this whole week is chock full of stories. I don't even know where to start. I just kind of picked out the best three that about everybody's talking about. And me and Coach Anthony were talking about just other things that we can touch on a little bit because all three of us actually know friends and family, or we're deep into it. People just not knowing we have a job tomorrow and waking up in the morning and my badge don't work. Like, shit, what's going on? Everybody at Dunkin' Donuts regrouping. Like, what?
Escorting you out?
Yeah. Or you logged in right before that they shut everything down, and like, what am I doing up in here? And nothing works in the computers. Kind of the reality right now. We're laughing, but it's not good because when you're deep into it or it affects you and your friends and family, then I don't know. We'll talk a little bit about that before we go on to our three topics, but we got some three viral. I mean, everything's viral. We got the Super Bowl, of course. Congratulations, Eagles. Is Carla coming on? Is Carla coming in?
Yeah, she's still working right now, but she might be able to pop on for a little bit.
Gotcha. So congratulations to the Eagles. We've got the Breakfast Club update with Dank DeMoss. That's a hot mess. Show you a little clip on that. We've also got code switching. I think all of us three have a lot of experience about code switching since we all worked for the man for a couple of years. But I think that's throughout all our lives from elementary. We've been code switching forever. Especially in the military, we do it all the time. So, and then we've got we got that one story in Pakistan. Remember the one Chicago or no, I don't want to call it cities. A Black American woman in Pakistan right now saying, calling everybody out. I want $2,000 and the land and a Pakistani passport. I don't know if she's trolling or not, but that's the story. You hear about that?
Yeah, I think it's been going around for like a couple of months now.
Yeah. All right. Stand by, guys.
the ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Happy belated Valentine's. Did you guys have a good Valentine's, Coach Anthony?
Yeah, I went to work, made some money. My kind of
you went to work? Yeah,
Yeah.
you went to work?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought it's Monday is a federal holiday, right? That's a holiday
Monday
for
is.
President. Oh yeah, some schools were off that Friday.
That's
I
cool.
know. Yeah, I know. My nieces and nephews are all off. So yeah, my honey bunny is out there in Tokyo. I'll see her soon.
Did y'all
going back.
Skype or something?
Yeah, we called. Of course, we call pretty much every day.
That's nice.
I just think about only maybe 10, 15 years ago where Facebook was able to video call.
Mm-hmm.
And it was such amazing, walking around with your phone and all that, and how we used to have. Remember, we used to have an actual phone with a video, and you would have to buy that phone with the video, and how much that costs. And now it's like an everyday occurrence for us. It's like it's right on your phone.
Yeah, I think it was one of those MLMs, multi-level
Yes,
companies.
yes,
Sell those.
I remember. I do remember.
I went to one of those presentations, and I was like,
yeah,
the way how technology is going, I don't think this is going to last long. But
I know.
I see it good from a corporate perspective. So.
Yeah. Remember, we're talking about the how easy it is now to video call your loved ones, whether they're across the city, now across the state, across the country. How we used to have those video calls. Remember, and it was a big deal too. Like we'd video call like to the desert, for those deployed. We have a room in the community center or in COM, and then you're able to call, talk to them in Kuwait or Afghanistan. So that's a big deal. Now it's like, oh man, she's calling me again for the fifth time. What? I saw your pretty face just like an hour ago. But yeah, that's what we did. Valentine's is it's one of those days that, I remember. It's the second day of the year. You have your anniversary. I'm sorry, make it third. The birthday, the anniversary, and Valentine's are the 3 days mainly where we gotta do something for my hubby. We gotta make a reservation at our best cheese factory, whatever like that. I gotta get her flowers. Yeah, cheese factory.
Yeah, but my thing is, I never want to scramble like that for any days. Like we said, we just try to do something throughout the whole year instead of trying to scramble at the last minute and trying to find something, and then you end up doing something that's cliche-ish with everybody else. And we're definitely not doing that. What up, girl? Hey there, girl.
Hey, boy. How
Eagles. Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
We're about to get into about that, but D3 just sent me a video where like the Eagles were talking about their speech for the parade. They're all cussing.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
And the reporter's like, I'm sorry about that. They just cursed.
Yeah, it's like every one of them is like, this is a fucking blah blah blah.
We are live TV. There's no delay. That's crazy.
It's supposed to be, but I mean, 7 seconds. If they slip it in, that's a wrap. Somebody got to be on the button.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at that point, everybody kind of knows, anyways. But there should be a disclaimer in the bottom.
Yeah.
If you
saw how the coach cussed during the right after the Super Bowl. He was trying to keep the offensive coordinator. He said, "Hey man, let's run this shit back."
Oh yeah. Is shit a bad word? That's not a bad word, is it?
It's not one of the seven deadlies, though. So it's not one of the seven deadlies, so they won't get fined by the FCC or nothing like that.
Oh no, but they was saying a lot more than shit. They were cussing like they was dropping major F-bombs.
Yeah, they can only mic them up so long.
I know.
Are you gonna play it?
Nah, I'm gonna get banned in here.
Oh yeah.
Not really. I think if anything, with with YouTube, they'll if anything just gotta put an E next to it. Just say it's explicit.
Yeah.
Explicit
Show me the link.
extra.
I'll show it later on. All right. Well, we got. I talked about Carla. We had like just so many stories out there, and it's hard to pick one because everything's so juicy.
It's a lot out there.
But
and then on top of that, with the Eagles parade and stuff, I know y'all didn't ask, but I feel like I should tell y'all. So I went to the Eagles parade.
I saw that.
It was spur of the moment too, because she called me like she asked me like the date, like that afternoon, the afternoon before. She asked me.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, oh, you got tickets? Because you had to get like train tickets for it, and they shut it down at a certain time.
Yeah.
So I drove 2 hours and caught a train downtown to Philly. Yeah. So it was epic. It was epic. It was everything.
You caused mayhem, tear down a light post. What do you do?
No, there were people. There were a couple people there were people sitting up in the trees and stuff like that. But it wasn't bad at all. I mean, 2 people got shot, but I wasn't. 2 people got shot, but I wasn't there. I mean, well, it wasn't where we were at. We were on the Parkway that was down on Broad Street. So the Parkway is where the was the end of the parade, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was all of that. It was all of that. It's just the standing in the lines and all of that stuff. It was my knees ain't working, so
none of our knees are working. Well, I mean, I think what is hindered is the opportunist fans just tearing things up. I mean, it's not the first, not the last. I mean, Europe, they're bad. Europe, they go buck wild. Yeah. But it something's broken. Someone's to blame. I don't know. Alcohol, people being people.
That's being an excuse for everybody. Then
it's not an excuse, but
not at all.
Well, well, congratulations, Philadelphia. I know the last time you guys won is 2018. But that was a big wow. Like it was a big woo. Yeah,
because
it was 0. Like woo, jeez.
So I really thought that because old boy was going, and Patrick Mahomes' wife and him were like really, really cool and stuff because she's a big supporter. I thought it was going to be like rigged, but it clearly couldn't have been rigged because we beat the shit out of them. Yeah. It wasn't even it wasn't close. I thought it was going to be close because they're 2 good teams. I ain't gonna take nothing away from the Chiefs. They're good, 2 good teams.
Mm-hmm. Bruh, they beat their ass like they stole something.
They sure did. There were grown men crying. I'll be crying too. At third quarter, nope, that's a wrap, bro.
Yeah, they finally got past the 50-yard line in the third quarter.
Yeah, they came back from halftime. I'm like, you have to score every possession. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. If you miss 1 or 2 possession, it's a wrap. Now it's kind of like, all right, bench, come on out.
You think about it, that's the blueprint for any team, though. If you can get pressure with just 4 people, you don't have to blitz anybody, and you have the quarterback running for his life. I don't care how good you are. As a quarterback, you in trouble.
I could understand, they came close, they're down 1 touchdown, 1 kick field goal, but man, it was a blowout right at halftime.
It was a blowout.
I'm like, what is not happening here?
I was loving every minute of it.
Congratulations, the Eagles. This is not our main topic. The main topic is one of the, to me, and maybe to all you guys, one of the best halftime I've ever seen. Let's talk about Kendrick Lamar, the hit of the Super Bowl stage. The internet is split, as they always are. Some people say it was pure artistry. Others say that's it. So what's the real verdict? First off, Kendrick Lamar came through with his crazy set list, powerful visuals. Samuel L. Jackson was there because it's always got to have that message, but not everybody was rocking with it. Some fans wanted more hype, more guests, maybe even more hits. Others say Kendrick delivered exactly what he does best: bars, depth, and a show that actually meant something in a very legendary moment. From the get-go, I got it. And as the visuals, as the show went on, I get it. I got it. Ooh, ah, wow, dang. And then the vibe was there. I know Kendrick Lamar. I know a lot of his music. He could have played a lot of songs throughout his decades of being in the industry.
It was contract purposes. The reason why he could play the other ones.
Yeah, and then he paid homage to that, right? Like, I know they like to sue.
Oh yeah, he was tearing him up.
Yeah, like 40 acres and a mule. Like, damn, okay. And then of course nods to Drake with the 2 ex-girlfriends there. And like, there's just too much impact. So what do you guys think? Good, bad?
It was. I loved it. I loved me. Well, Ariel was a Kendrick Lamar fan before I was. She introduced me to Kendrick Lamar back. I think I forgot what the first song was, but she's like a huge Kendrick Lamar fan. So I ended up being one too. So he delivered, the way he delivered to me was, I thought it was very tactful, but at the same time, it was just good. He's an artist. That was pure talent, I swear.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I mean, I haven't seen the whole thing. Only just seen like clips. Cause I didn't watch the.
Anthony, I need to get you. You need to get your life together.
I don't watch sports. Like, what do you want me to?
It wasn't about watching sports. It was about supporting me.
I didn't even know the game was on at the time it was on. I was like, what is going on?
About 40 acres and a mule late.
Yeah, I was
40 mules.
I was editing episodes or something. I wasn't even watching. Like, I didn't have TV on. Like, I don't have TV on now. Like, I don't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It was like, oh, the Super Bowl halftime thing. I was like, oh, I guess I'll catch the replay. I guess.
So do you think it was a GOAT performance if you did see it? I know you heard a lot of snippets here and there. Hopefully you'll watch after this.
Well, you gotta be able to I mean, a lot of people, you either like them or you just don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it.
Lamar, not everybody can get down with Kendrick. We always look for the Easter eggs. Isn't that what you call them? In his songs anyway, because he always has like, different messages and stuff. So he delivered a very impactful message, and I loved it. So
I mean, it was well thought out, obviously. But I like, for those who know, we got it from the first 2 minutes, even 3 minutes, and as it went along, they're like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Now you're looking for Easter eggs. You're trying to understand the lyrics, like, wow, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it just got better and better and better throughout the whole thing. By the time you're like, woo, Kendrick Lamar ate it. He was cooking. He wasn't just cooking. He was like, wow.
You know what really tripped me out, though?
Never live this down.
Yeah. You know what really tripped me out was that I know all the times that we, throughout the past few years, especially during the lockdown, we were watching verses or something like that too. And the order of the songs makes so much of a difference. Mm-hmm. What he did was he actually built it up and was telling you what he was doing, why he was doing it. And then Samuel Jackson would come in and like, okay, well, no, I'm representing America. This is what you're not going to do. So it's like that little internal conflict between them. Mm-hmm. And then at the same time, the audience was just still captivated by it. I'm like, okay, they put a lot of thought in this. So that they doing their thing, and then I sat back and look at the crowd having the different aesthetics within the crowd itself. It's like they had the whole building as part of the performance. That was, to me, it was. I thought one of the better ones was, a few years ago that they had that Dr. Dre performance, which was pretty cool. Because he brought out all those other people, but Kendrick had
West Coast,
one other star on there, technically one other star performing with it, and 2 more guest stars, and it was, to me, it was definitely top three in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the cherry on top was, of course, Samuel L. Jackson, like Uncle Sam. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But what got me too is
and then just
a fun fact that I found out that Samuel Jackson was also one of the pallbearers for Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I had no idea.
Oh, nice.
That was even deeper. So he actually saw the quote unquote progression and regression of stuff that's going on in our society.
Well, you got to remember, it's like it wasn't really that long ago.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Like,
yeah, it wasn't that long ago. And what makes me like, I had posted something before about Ruby Bridges, right?
Yeah.
You think about that. She's still alive and she's younger than my mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
she's like
it wasn't that
60
long.
something.
Yeah, she might be not even 70. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that it wasn't long ago at all. All this stuff they keep saying, well, it was so long ago with the like, really, it wasn't. Like my great grandparents were basically slaves for real. Well, my great grandparents,
my grandparents and aunts and uncles, they actually did sharecropping. They were part of that.
Yeah.
So that's technically one generation away from me. So it's
it literally
we
is.
had big festivals and stuff. So yeah,
it's like a generation and a half away. Like it was there. It's recent history. We're not talking about like thousands of years ago or 500 years ago. It was like, I mean, to this day, we can debate about that. Slavery is still going on. It's just in the modern way. As far as penitentiary, that's part. I feel like that's the continuation of slavery. We can go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, I mean, it was for those who got it, like a lot of us, and the reason why we all got it is not because, oh wow, it's Kendrick Lamar and hip hop and rap. No, it's the culture. We live it every day. We've been living it every day since we were young. For those of us who are American citizens and live through the public schooling system, who worked and lived in the United States, we got it. And it's hard to share that with other people who don't walk in our shoes or seen the stuff that we saw or felt the way we felt. For all of us, through all that, we are successful at what we do because of what we saw, what we experienced. And so for us, looking at that, we got it right away. And so it wasn't for everybody, right? Obviously.
No, it wasn't. And I think the fact that, people were saying, oh my gosh, it was the worst. I mean, it was the worst such and such in history. People saying all of that. Most of the people that were saying that were clear. So
yeah, but what
because Kendrick isn't a household name to some.
Yeah.
Like a common household name. Because if you look at past halftime shows, it was already a person that's been like crossing the boundaries on both ends. So, and I think Kendrick attracts more like a younger crowd than it does the older folks. And I think if you look at like the other ones, even with the Black Eyed Peas, like they did their performance. So with Bruno Mars, they had, but they at least allowed other guys, Rihanna, like people dance and move to those songs, and they play these songs at like wedding receptions and stuff like that.
Yeah, Bruno Mars.
Kendrick's definitely you're not gonna play that at a wedding reception or something like that. Like,
it depends on whose wedding reception you're going to, and it depends on the song that it is. Because I mean, I would definitely play Kendrick music, and I mean his like storytelling and how he's a lyrical genius to me. I mean,
I think the worst performance was The Weeknd.
Yes,
that was trash can juice for real.
It was.
Yeah.
Nasty, man.
He won a Pulitzer surprise. I mean, that's a surprise. A Pulitzer prize. Shut up, Mario. She in there.
Surprise.
Yeah. Surprise.
Yeah.
And he won, and he, all the Grammys he won and stuff. So yeah, they know about Kendrick. People know about Kendrick.
Hell yeah.
They do.
Hell yeah.
He might not, be like a huge. The song that I think he crossed over with more was "They Not Like Us."
Yeah. But I feel like
be all right.
Kendrick Lamar is like, Kendrick Lamar is kind of like our Nas back in the 80s and 90s, where he's much respected in the hip hop culture. And only a few people know who Nas is because we listen to that music. That's part of our DNA. But not everybody else knows. No, Nas didn't go worldwide. He maybe had one or two songs that really blew up and everybody knew it. But same thing with Kendrick Lamar. There was only a few songs that blew up more than Jay-Z and Drake. And you know what I'm saying? Because Drake, you hear that motherfucker like at Old Navy, like in the radio.
Yeah, I think part of that was because he was acting too. Probably because part of that.
Well, yeah, I mean, Drake, like Degrassi pretty much made him, and then everybody was like really intrigued and interested too because he's a great rapper. He doesn't
I don't know about great. He's okay, but he ain't great. He's good, but he ain't great.
I mean, I'm talking about if you look at it worldwide, they would say that Drake is one of the greater rappers. If you look at it like that, I'm not saying that he's a great rapper in my book, but when it comes to like Degrassi. And after Degrassi, he was such a weirdo on Degrassi or whatever. So by him coming out, and he already has that crowd, the Canadian crowd, he has the white crowd, he has the black crowd, he has crowds of all ages because he did Degrassi. And then when he comes out as this R&B hip hop, people are like, oh my gosh, like he's got real skills.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, was this performance in your top 5 of all Super Bowls?
Yes, for me.
Would it make it? Would it make it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look back. I mean, top 5.
First of all, Anthony, you can't talk right now, so just stop right there.
You wait, not
I mean, I can name 5 of them. But like you said, if you were looking for the subliminal message and everything like that, but if you're looking at it I guess it's all entertainment. Yeah.
Right. I mean, Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah.
One of the biggest
Michael Jackson, Prince.
Prince.
Yeah.
I know y'all like the Janet Titty thing, probably.
I didn't care about
Justin Timberlake.
It'd be my top 10. That would be my top 10, but I don't think top 5.
Of course it would.
It wasn't. It didn't stand out.
Yeah.
Wasn't special about that at all.
Yeah, that one I didn't see either.
You didn't see the Janet Jackson one with Justin Timberlake?
I heard of it. Like I said, it's one of those like you kind of see the clip, but you didn't watch the whole performance type deal.
Because it was forgettable. The whole performance was forgettable. I said it.
That's probably why.
Yeah. Well, they announced the performers for Super Bowl 2026. It's the Village People, Laura Trump, and that one rapper who's
what?
Where did you get these people from?
You said the Village People?
Yeah, he did.
Laura Trump.
They only got 2 songs. They don't like people that are part of the LGBTQ community. So they're not performing.
It makes me laugh every single time I trust me, I'm a DJ. The YMCA gets certain people out there. I get it. I don't play it often. But I laugh about it when they play it as a theme song, because if they knew what the meaning of the YMCA song back in the 70s really meant, and how the LGBTQ embraced the Village People, the band at the time, even now, and they keep playing it as the alpha male song with his double fisting thing, it just makes me laugh because
what you talking about? Oh, okay. That's the
right.
What are you doing? What's that dance called? The Trump?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Elaine dance from Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, the Elaine Kicks. Yeah, that's Elaine Kicks dance. Yes.
So I don't know. I'm not going to tell you, but please research the YMCA, the lyrics, and what that actually meant.
Not good.
YMCA.
You will not hear it.
No, they're
not
going to do that. because the meaning behind it.
The meaning is back in the 70s. There are a lot of homeless gay men in YMCA at the time. They had a shelter.
Oh.
And the best place to meet and mingle is the YMCA.
Old school Tinder. It's like Tinder.
No.
Listen again.
You said the best place to get meat and what?
It is one of the most popular gayest song in the world.
Oh my gosh!
It was a sausage factory.
Young man.
Shot.
So keep playing it. I just chuckle and laugh every time they play it. Anyways,
and the Blue Oyster. The Blue Oyster.
How did that song go on the Blue Oyster? Remember that from
Police Academy.
Macho Man.
Police Academy. Yeah, I know his dance.
All them dudes is up there in their biker gear, just grabbing each other like. Oh, that was funny. They were getting it in.
Nasty.
Yeah. So, young man, there's no need to feel down. Young man,
hey,
pick yourself off the ground. Young man, you're new in town.
You got it.
Young man, there's a place you can go. Boom, done. Keep going. Anyway.
You got it. That's you.
No. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Very gay
song. Is it
YMCA?
CA? Something like that.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
I got
Anyways.
it. What you eating, Anthony?
These are 50% off cupcakes.
Okay, I thought it was like a pink.
Oh, I forgot. The best time to buy stuff, candy, and is
Side Chick Day was yesterday. 50% off. Side Chick, my dessert.
Did you have a side chick?
She don't need it. She don't need it.
Do you have a side chick?
No, I said this is my side. My side weight.
I'm
eating them. Like I'm not giving. I ain't giving them nobody. Like
Anthony got him a butter face.
Yeah.
These are for me. Okay.
Yep. They got it in the Navy. I'm telling you, man. It's like like you understand what the electric slide meant. Like, oh man, is that what the electric slide meant? And then Whitney Houston, Saving All My Love for You. Like, oh man, I've been singing this song forever. This is about cheating.
We did a segment where we talk about a whole bunch of hidden meanings in songs.
The YMCA.
Yeah. When he had a radio station, when he did your radio station thing, he had, was it Side Piece Sunday or something?
It was Side Piece Saturday. Every now and then I do it because there's a whole bunch of songs that we grew up on. We like, and you listen to words now, you're like, oh wow, y'all nasty. Y'all real 60s,
nasty. 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Bug is in the background getting it in on Zeke.
Yeah, they fighting. Yeah, because one of my favorite songs was one of my favorite Christmas songs is "Backdoor Santa." So he talking about putting the kids to bed and him and mom can do whatever in the kitchen. Song jamming though, but it's. Oh,
is that Santa wants some loving?
Yeah, Santa Claus wants some loving. There, that's part two. Yeah, they call Backdoor Santa. That's I forgot who that was, but yeah, then Santa Claus wants some loving. Talking about put the kids to sleep and everything. Like, yeah, they tired. They all right. Ready to creep.
All right. Super Bowl, top 5. I can't rank them, but it would be in my top 5. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be in my top 5, definitely.
Yeah.
I think for the insignificance of it too in this climate, because he spoke for a lot of people, to a lot of people.
Yes.
So
the state of the union, the state of the climate feeling, he spoke for us. I get it. Done. All right. Dank DeMoss is back in the news. He came on to the Breakfast Club.
You mean she?
I'll show you a little clip of it. Hold on. If you haven't been catching up about that Lyft controversy with rapper Dank DeMoss, just visited the Breakfast Club. Basically, Dank DeMoss is this rapper who is suing the Lyft driver in a situation where the Lyft driver denied her a ride because he told her straight up, like, you can't fit in my car. And so she took offense to it, took it to a lawyer, social media, and I guess she went on the Breakfast Club to clear the air. But did she? Did she clear the air?
I don't like her attitude. I really don't like her attitude. She's rude. She was real rude because if I watched the episode. I did watch that Breakfast Club episode, and she was just like, she wanted a chair. Are you gonna show that part?
Yeah, I want to show you real quick.
Oh, the chair. Okay.
Peace, Big Dank. How you?
Morning.
You good?
Good morning.
What's going on? Nice to meet you.
Hi.
How are you?
Stormy.
Hey, King, how you? You good? Nice to meet you, King.
Oh my!
Who said that?
Yeah, that was me. Bro.
I thought it was like somebody in the show that said, "Oh my."
She on a love seat.
They said they brought a whole restaurant booth up there for her.
Oh no.
Sectional.
Yeah, sectional.
Everybody is Steve.
Why she wearing that thing over top of her chesticles?
Did you find a clip from Charlemagne when he talked about it behind the scenes? The reason why they left the chair up there? Because at first they were going to bring that that sectional over at first because just saying like maybe she gonna need it, but he was like, I left the chair there because I was gonna see what she gonna do. So I was like, yo, she's so wrong.
Yeah, he was on his a podcast with Andrew, and he was talking.
Oh, I saw that too. Yeah.
About after. Basically, they knew. She goes, I know she's not gonna fit in that chair, but I didn't want to insult her and shit. It brought out a fucking waffle booth, to
big
bench.
ass hospital bed or something.
Yeah, so they were harping on him because he looked over like he was laughing or something. He goes, no, I wasn't laughing, man. I was looking at the chair.
Dr. Now is not pleased. I can tell you that.
So, Your Honor, what's that? Exhibit J. He was Exhibit J. She couldn't fit in that chair. And then she has a video trying to state her case, and she went into like a mini SUV,
like a Kia Soul or something like that.
A Kia Soul.
No,
that's fit in here. I go,
but it's not the same vehicle that he was riding.
No sedan.
And she probably put Crisco around the frame before she got in there. But anyway,
and the Kia Soul was lifted a little bit, obviously, versus the I think it was a BMW. Don't get me wrong, but it was a sedan, and they only have so much lift. 500 pounds. You know how much 500 pounds is to a regular sedan car? It would not fit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
it will move.
Those of you who are watching, your car actually does have a weight limit posted on the side of your door hinge,
right?
And it will let you know how much you have.
With the registration and everything is, the serial number and all that stuff is that.
Like the tire pressure and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she had got in that tire pressure light would have came on.
She got in the car, was like,
and then she had said, and
you got to be kidding me.
Also said that her family had gotten to like a PT Cruiser, and Charlemagne was like, "You lied."
Be like,
"You lied."
This is not 40 acres. This is like 40 mules.
No.
Emotional.
Boy, when your stand up coming on? Because I'll sit down and watch.
Oh, you boys stand up. You imagine
you get that?
He said, when you stand up coming on, I'm gonna sit down.
Oh, you know
I got
40 mules. She looked like she ate 40 mules. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of her.
What? Stop fat shaming.
It doesn't partake on what's about that water podcast does.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Sorry, but I think she's an opportunist. I know it. I think she knows what she's doing. Come on.
I think so too.
These are entertainers.
She's trying to milk it as much as possible.
Oh yeah,
she is trying to.
yeah.
You know what?
Negative
somebody
news
milk her.
is still news.
Yeah, raise your hand if you knew who Dank DeMoss was before this.
I didn't. We didn't.
I didn't know.
So, is that what her name is? Dank DeMoss?
Her name is Dank DeMoss.
Stank DeMoss.
Look.
Yeah, that's
she's okay. I wouldn't say, she's a great rapper. She's an okay rapper. But I mean, you know what? Make her money. I mean, do your thing. She
found new people listening to her. Because even if you just get that one time, like, hey, I just want to see what she sound like. New download, new stream.
Yeah. It could have been all planned. It could have been like 50 Cent telling her, hey man, we need a controversy. You need to go to a Lyft, order a small car.
Oh, she signed to 50 Cent? On the 50 Cent label?
No, I don't think so. I'm just making that up.
I mean, it makes sense. That's all I was wondering. Like,
Yeah. So she's winning, and she's on the Breakfast Club, and everybody's like listening to her. Like Dank DeMoss. I'm pretty sure she got some views. Like, who's Dank DeMoss? And all of a sudden, you got like 100,000 views on your video. So, yeah, local talent. I mean, do her thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're not fat shaming, but we're just comedy here, man. Come on. But Dank DeMoss, hey, do your thing, make your money. Hey, because I mean, it does add up when you do views and you've got like 10 views, and all of a sudden you got like 100,000, 200. Hey,
I just got like 43,000 views on this one meme thing that I made. I don't know if y'all saw that one.
Yeah,
it was in front of our house, and the girl was running across the yard. It was going big booty. Big booty girls run through it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was something I made up.
Yeah, that's that Hoochie Mama song from Friday.
And she got a career. She's making a move. She's making moves. She's walking. So that's important. She's walking. That's important. And
then she make money moves.
She make money moves, and so better than half of the country who are in her predicament and are not doing anything. So I mean, she's winning.
Yeah, I don't knock nobody's hustle, but at the same time, I just think that was a bit much. Like, that was a bit much.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if I'm too big for something, like, she ain't getting on no rise. But I'm saying, if I'm too big for something, I'm not going to embarrass myself like that. I'll be like, you know what? Okay.
She sees herself as slim, though. In her mind, she's slim.
She identifies as slim. Yeah. Slim.
Okay.
Oh, she identifies herself as chubby. That's what she thinks.
Okay. No.
I'm healthy.
I'm just gonna be honest. There's only 3 big rappers that I acknowledge.
But here's my
Fat Joe.
Yeah. I mean, they got Fat Joe.
What, Paul?
Big
Pun. Yeah.
Big Pun, Biggie, and Heavy D. That's about it. Chub Rock too. Yeah. He an honorable mention. Chub Rock, but that's as far as it goes.
I mean, there's really good singers out there who are of that size. Fiji, the reggae Hawaiian reggae guy. He was big. He's big. The guy who's Over the Rainbow. That song, the remake.
Over the Rainbow. Somewhere.
Yeah, it's he passed away.
Ukulele?
Yeah. He passed away. He was big.
Okay. I thought you were talking about like David Peason, who sung "God Bless the Child" and he was on the Apollo. No. David Peason, yeah. He
made that song. He remade the song in the Hawaiian reggae-ish type of singing, and it was on that movie, 50 First Date. Yeah. Anyway, he passed away, and he was that big too. But he was a great singer. But I think we see so many people of that size. I mean, it wasn't like overnight, so it could be to a point. Wasn't there like a point? Family and friends like, hey man, you gotta do something to like.
They might have, and she just sometimes people get real sensitive when it comes to their weight and their health and stuff like that. They'll tell somebody to mind their business in a minute. So I mean,
she never been small. she was like, she's always been the biggest person in her family and stuff like that. I mean, cool and everything, but since it was the attitude for me.
Oh, gotcha.
So there's a way of doing stuff.
And
I just don't think that was it.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
More power to her. I mean, get your 15 minutes of fame and hopefully you make some money and have a long career. Yeah.
I'm not listening to it, but good luck to
it. Dank DeMoss, everybody. Dank DeMoss. Look her up. I don't know. Like, share. All right, we've got 2 more stories because I know I want to get to that Pakistani incident.
Yes.
Bro. Okay. So here, something we all kind of have experienced throughout our lives. Code switching.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever catch yourself sounding one way with your girls or your boys or your friends, and you speak a different way, and then all of a sudden you pick up the phone and you speak a different way, another way, and then you talk to your commander or supervisor or your boss, and you speak a different way, and then you talk to your mom or your dad or your sisters or your cousins from home, and you speak another way. And then add on top of that, you grew up in different countries, right? Japan, Korea, Guam, Philippines, California. The question is, do we all do it? Does it come second nature to us? We don't think about it, or are you do you think about it before you start talking a certain way?
I think it has to be done, mostly because if you don't, they consider you as autistic. They already got a classification for it because it's like if you're not reacting to things like as a normal person would do, they consider you, they can try to classify you as that. So I think it's a must and necessity. And even when you look at dialect, from a familiarity dialect versus a formal dialect, like the way how you learn Spanish.
Yeah.
You say, ¿Cómo estás? Then when you actually go there, it's like, ¿Qué pasó? Like, what's going on? Like, so I think it's a must more so than just you can't do it. I would say like in a sense, you have to do it, like really to survive, especially in your environment. Because like for you as a barber, you don't go into the barbershop, cutting hair and not talk to the person about like, hey, what clipper you're using, what grade you're using, or if they have questions about barbering, like you can answer that comfortably.
Yeah.
But it's like you're speaking that lingo, the jargon, and you move as a barber would move. But if you move as like an officer moving around in the barbershop, it was like, does he even really know what they're doing? So it's like you have to operate in that way.
Yeah,
that's my take on it. I mean,
yeah, I'm kind of the same way. My thing is like it's so many different layers to it, and one of the layers is the fact that we have people that are in our lives, and we can't treat everybody as like a cookie cutter in a cookie cutter way. Like the same relationship that I have with my wife and the way that I talk to her is not going to be the exact same way that I'm going to talk to one of my elders, let alone talk to somebody else the same way that I work with. Everybody's an individual, so that particular relationship needs to reflect that. Now, that being said, I'm also not just going to sit back and expect everybody to know slang or anything like that too. But like, say for instance, with my job, I can talk to somebody about a service that I provide, and I'm not going to be using slang or anything like that. I'll let them initiate the conversation, but my job is to actually get their business and let them know that I'm confident enough to do the job and do the job right the first time. So things change. It didn't matter. I even got family members. I mean, Carla will probably tell you that I got family members that call me by my middle name. That's how I know that who I'm actually speaking to is from that region. Now, I can talk to somebody in Louisiana or somebody I was in the military with. They call me something totally different. So it's kind of a way of identifying who I'm dealing with and who I'm actually affiliated with at that particular time, because there's different sets of memories for each one of those people that actually might call me that name.
Exactly. I totally agree.
And for those of us, like you had like a doctor just laughing and giggling the whole time because they're just a funny person, and that's how a lot of them got fired. Is because they were making fun of the guy's like facial expressions or whatever when he was under anesthesia when they were supposed to be doing their job, but because they were having conversation, his phone was in there recording it and saw what they were doing, and so they wound up getting sued. But it's like, did they do the job successfully? Yeah, but they were bantering and having a good time amongst each other. It's just that they didn't think they were being recorded. So it's like, you know, and that's the reason why I say like you have to code switch if you really want to survive. Right. Keep your job.
Yeah, not everybody's the same.
But we get it. We get it. But the question is, other people looking outside from the box who were in this box that speak a certain way pretty much all their lives. But for us who are diversified, included, who've been around different cultures or different countries or towns.
DEI.
DEI. We learn how to switch it up.
Hey.
So code switching to us is a fact of life, right? Am I right or wrong? It's challenging because I fluently speak one language, which is English is my first language, and Tagalog or Filipino is like my second language, but I don't speak that fluently. But I know, and I've been around that language, and of course from my parents and my wife and my friends and family, that I can speak where they can understand me. So I have certain words I can speak. There are certain English words that we say that you guys will think like, what's going on? Like, for example, we say blackout, right? Blackout means what in America?
It depends on usually from a technical standpoint, to me, it's that the power's cut out.
Power. Yeah. In the Philippines, we say brownout. Like,
yeah, but that's a brownout is a technical term that's possible too.
Yeah. So, the lingo is different.
That's what say, like, it depends on what context from a technical standpoint.
Yeah. So you may, you may hear me say certain English words differently. Different. I even catch myself sometimes saying English words how a Filipino would say an English word, just because that's how they say it. So I just, without thinking, say it. Japan too, same thing. I would say something different. English word, say it differently, and then of course in Korea too. But in California, same thing. When you guys talk the way you're talking right now, amongst each other, against us friends, is it the same way you pick up the phone?
It depends on who it is.
Yeah, it depends on who it is.
Yeah.
Well, you gauge because I'll be like, yo, and they was like, yo, I'm in the car. So it depends on. I changed it now. Where I actually say it. You know, hey,
you match that energy,
right? Yeah.
You're like,
all right, yo, what's going on? It's like, you switch up.
You go to fitness center, started Cremona speaking. How may I help you? Hey, Floyd. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? What you doing?
Check voice. Yeah.
Versus like, yes, sir. Yeah, Commander. Oh, sure. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. All right. Anyways.
But if you're cool with the Commander, I mean.
Yeah. Obviously. Yeah, you change. But we do it without thinking. And I think people outside of that thinking like, why did you code switch? What was your tone different or your slang different? I go, I don't know. I don't think too hard about it. It just comes out.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a natural thing.
I think it also depends on the amount of respect you have for that person too.
Exactly.
And if you have a relationship with that person to where it's always been casual, like a friend or something like that, then you respect them and then you talk to them the same way that they talk to you. But if it's somebody that, like I said earlier, if it's somebody that's at your job or something like that too, and they want you to provide a service, so you're talking as professional as possible because they don't want you to be wholly using slang or anything like that too, because they're gonna think, oh well, I don't know if he know what he's doing or not. That's just my take on it.
Oh yeah. The way you speak and present yourself, a lot of times for people you don't know, especially if you're trying to do a service for them professionally, you are going to speak a different way, and you're going to handshake a different way also until you get to know them. Because you're afraid, like if you're too loose or too, I'm sorry, I want to say it's hard to describe, too ghetto or whatever, too relaxed, you're like, I'm not going to work with this guy. This guy is about to, work on my $1 million account, and
some people feel like that.
Like the other people, it's an old term, like shucking and jiving. Like, motherfucker, like I'm not shucking and jiving. I'm just shaking heads.
Well, yeah, I never heard nobody say that to like a Filipino, shucking and jiving.
Ooh, we shucking and jive sometimes. Some people from LA. Trust me. I'm like, damn, where are you from again? Like, I'm from LA, Compton. And fuck. But no, because we grew up in the culture as far as hip hop and music and dancing. For most part, there's some emo kids out there, rock and roll kids. But Key and Peele had a skit about that. Remember, he played Barack Obama.
Yeah,
and he was shaking hands in the line.
Yeah,
and then if it was a white person, good afternoon. Good afternoon. And then he saw one black guy or basketball player. Hey man, what's going on? In here, right here. I'm here. Are you here? I'm here. And then there's a congregation of like 4 or 5 black fans. He's like, yeah, come on.
But I think it goes back to like, I don't know, it's like almost like an underlying history. It's already there. And so like that familiarity is nice and easy. Because even at work, like it depends on the person regardless of what position they're in, but just because of the skin of their color, like they was like, oh, it's good to see you. Like they'll spend more time with me than they would the other, because it's just good to see somebody else come in that looks like them.
Yeah. So.
But
relatability. Other people looking at it, why did you shake your hand differently with me, and then differently with Anthony? Oh man, I just know Anthony. Like I know D3. I don't know.
Kimego, you know one thing that had me thinking too a while back. You notice sometimes when I know when we were growing up, no matter who you saw or whatever, if you were familiar with somebody, you always speak to them, right? One thing that I noticed is that I know that maybe it's just me, but I know a lot of black people, when you see a white person that you don't know, you're like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? You see a black person, you're like, what's up? So it's like the opposite, but it's basically the same thing. You're just doing it for a different reason. Yeah. Somebody you don't know, like, hey man, what's up?
Yeah.
But then you see somebody like, hey, what's up? What's good? I think it's just certain body movements and the body language.
Yeah.
Along with what we said earlier with that comfort level too. So it's kind of hard to say.
The difference between good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. What's up, bro?
Yeah, but to me that depends on their age too. Now, if they're older than me, then I respect my elders. It's sir, ma'am, and stuff like that too. Regardless of what my age is, they're older than me, so I need to give them that until they tell me specifically. Oh, you ain't got to call me sir. And then I'm gonna think about it a couple more times, and then I'll finally stop. But that's just a parameter I put on myself.
Yeah, there's a book that I found, like the first edition, which is a Psychology of Blacks. They talk about like how to do handshakes, how do you greet each other, how do you say bye. I have it, I just don't have it like in arm's reach right now. But it's actually entertaining to read through. But obviously it's not like still in print anymore. I was able to find it at the library, so you have to actually go.
Or was that one comedian saying, "Hey, to look unintimidating, and you're a black man or a minority, and you're walking through the neighborhood, dark, and you're by yourself, the best way to look unintimidating is put a coffee cup in your hand."
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I need my hands free. Real talk.
With the pinky out.
No, they told us growing up, if you walking at night, which you shouldn't have been doing anyway, you on the porch. But if you're walking at night by yourself, walk with no arm swing. People look at you like, man, that dude crazy as hell. Yeah. Oh yeah, it worked. I'll start scratching too. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everybody has a situational awareness. Everything. But I don't situational awareness when I'm working or with people. I just, without thinking, I code switch all the time. And then if I know you, I just relax a little bit. I talk a little bit different. I grew up in Guam, so I may have a little bit of pidgin from Guam, but I can't pick it. I can't say it right now, but when I hear it, I start acting. I just mimic it. It's like, don't you have friends who are from Hawaii? And you can hear that real deep Hawaiian pidgin. Remember Carla, Mr. Coleman? Pat Coleman, remember Miss Coleman? Yeah, he's from Hawaii. He deep in Hawaii. Yeah, he deep in Hawaii.
Yeah,
and if you hear him he has he's a Marine captain at one time, fitness center director. He could have been a director many times, and he's Mr. Muscle Man, 2-time Mr. Hawaii. But if you hear people around Hawaii, bruh, he be talking like he never left the islands. And so, but we don't think about it, right? As people who are born and raised around different cities and towns and cultures and the military, we don't think about it. But it's the problem that it's the people who have the problem are the people who are looking at us and that see that hear that, or we pick up the phone and we talk different.
But sometimes the people that complain about that are the same ones that are stuck in their ways. Or the same ones that's like, oh shoot, I ain't moving out the hood. Yeah, okay, stay there now.
Yep.
That's completely up to you.
But it's a difference. Like you don't have to move out the hood, but I'll say start owning the hood, because majority of the hood everybody's renting. So it's like, is it really your hood? Like,
a lot of them still have that mentality too, to where, you know what, shoot, I grew up rough, I'm gonna be rough and rugged with everybody. Not everybody can handle that. And you might be limiting yourself. I'm not saying change who you are. I'm just saying that not everybody deserves certain types of you.
Yeah, you gotta protect your energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you do. Trust me. Yeah. So code switching, everybody. For those who have obviously most of our fans here and people online and our friends and family, we understand it like quite well. And we do it without thinking. So a lot of people who have a problem with it is because they think that we're doing it intentionally. Yeah, we do it intentionally, but without thinking. Because we're so we adapt really quick, right? We do it all our lives and all that, and so that's the problem. That's not a problem, but that's how we work. Anyways, code switching. All right, Carla had brought up a story about the Pakistani debacle. Can I say debacle? I don't know how to say this. But has it been a couple years? I think it's been a couple months, right?
Couple months.
It's
been a couple months. Okay,
stand by. So here's the story. Here's the back. Do you want me to show the video first and then we talk about it, or what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me show you. So as far as I'm going to read the thing, but here I'm going to show you the video first to give you. Oh shoot, sorry. Stop sharing one more time. Entire screen video. There you go. And right there. Okay, ready? Whoa. What the?
Are you remixing it?
Muscle on the beat, ho.
Right.
Muscle on the beat, ho.
You gotta hook that to your DJ equipment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
See, there you go. I figured.
What's going on? I'm not making fun of her. Just joking. Come on.
It's like, what other song you gonna mix with it? Mustard. Okay.
Unless y'all giving me land or more
2,000
every week. You hear me? Yeah. I'm getting my Pakistani passport and Pakistani ID. I'm getting it. Do y'all agree? Look,
I'm
getting
thoroughly
one.
confused. What's going on here?
Oh, you do.
Oh, the backstory.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here.
Oh man, Floyd, I'm sure you got the backstory.
Tell you the backstory.
Yeah.
All right, so wild story here. 33-year-old. She's 33-year-old. Man, she looks older. 33-year-old black woman from New York. Obviously, you can hear her say it. Anjaya Andrew Robinson flew all the way to Pakistan to marry a 19-year-old dude she met online. But now she straight up refuses to leave. She's not being held hostage. She's just choosing to stay. So here's the deal. She pulled up to Karachi, Pakistan in October 2024, thinking she was about to lock down her young husband, Nadal Ahmad Memon. But the family wasn't having it. Once the family saw her, they rejected her and the marriage and hid the kid. Now, instead of just catching a flight back to the States, she set up a camp outside their house in full protest mode. Yeah, and then local news caught up to her, offered to buy her, yeah, she catfished him.
We
catfished the boy, I think, right?
Buy her what? She got over there herself. What the hell?
No, she catfished herself because it was supposed to be like a white lady, and then she shows up.
So why they worried about if she leaves?
What? I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's what makes it even funnier. Like,
oh, bro,
she catfished the family, and then so she shows
well,
up.
so they
paid for her to get over there.
Yeah, because they were supposed to marry the child. Like,
oh, bro,
that's what makes it funny. And then she was like, "Oh, I ain't leaving."
Yeah. So she protested. Man. And then the news got wind of it, and then she said people started offering her a ticket home. She said, "No, I ain't going home." She pretty much wants the 40 acres and a mule. She want like 5,000 a day or something, or 5,000 a month, and acreage and a house.
20,000.
Yeah, she was like, y'all need to. What did she say? Y'all need to fix this up. I don't like how they living. Like what?
He said, "I'm Pakistani now."
She gonna mess around and get locked up in a jail and then expect the State Department to get her out.
She don't want to be locked up overseas and no asylum overseas. Can you imagine that?
She said, she wanted. Yeah, they want the country. She wants the government to grant her citizenship, a stipend of like 5,000 a day or a month, and a house, and a Pakistan passport. She ain't leaving.
She gonna mess around in one of these countries, and they don't treat women the same as they do in the United States. No. She gonna learn it the hard way. You know.
She recently got to Dubai. That's why everybody said this is where season 2 gonna kick off. So,
yeah. Well, I think in a recent video, she's saying like, "Yeah, me and my husband are going to Dubai to have a kid, and then we're setting up a sonogram because I think I'm pregnant." I'm like, "How can you be pregnant? Like through osmosis? Because she never met the kid. She saw the kid, but never met like the kid. Like, so I think something wrong with her.
She's just as bad as Dank.
Oh yeah,
but this goes back to, like you said, code switching. Like, because she's not bending to their rules, they think she's crazy. So
no, she's
not acting like how the rest of them are acting. Like, if as a U.S. citizen and you go over there and you be like, "Okay, I respect y'all laws. I'm doing what y'all say y'all do." Cool. You wouldn't have news press, but because you're not code switching, you're keeping your same demeanor that you would in New York. You're considered crazy.
Bro.
So, like I said, they quick to label when you're not code switching.
That's just as bad as that lady that got that truck driver that was doing a whole bunch of bad stuff over there. It was a while back. They hemmed her up too for a minute.
Oh wow!
Like, wow, man.
I just feel like the world is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and people are just getting crazier. Not, I want to say crazy. very interesting. And you don't know if they're crazy or not because I feel like she's trolling them.
I think she just likes the attention, really.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. And then all of a sudden, like, you know what? I want to go through this whole thing. Maybe she got embarrassed because she did catfish herself, right? She thought the 19-year-old thought she was probably another woman or another color, probably that came over there like this girl from New York with like really bad eyebrows. You saw that, and I don't know what kind of makeup she had, and she probably smelled better than him.
Yeah, it's like all dusted up. So somebody's gonna be her for Halloween this year. I can see it now.
Oh, it's already happening. You see, like people just using the white powder, just
they put the powder on and they put the eyebrows on like it was a kid. Not the dog that I sent to y'all. It was a dog that had the thing around his head and then like had the eyebrows on and stuff.
She might have a book deal, maybe even a Lifetime TV show or maybe a Tubi TV show or something like that.
Pretty much like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
Wow.
According to the Daily Mail, though, they said that she was coming back.
Wow.
They came back to the States, I believe.
Yeah.
Did
she?
5th.
Oh, she came back.
Well, at least the article that was pulled on the 5th, they said that reportedly returning to stateside after refusing to leave South Asia for several months.
Yeah.
So she ain't got no job, no nothing. That she had no ties or anything back here?
Probably back here, but not over there. But they don't say like her ties back here, though.
Whoa.
Land
yeah.
And 2,000 or more.
She got no eyebrows. She got pink lips.
Okay, so somebody said she's back.
That's that 2025 homie the clown.
Well, her son was saying that she had some bouts with mental illness too.
Mind your business. What?
Oh wow!
Hey, she told you call her to mind your business.
So mind your business. That's right, and walk off.
Or more. Wow. That's how you gotta say more now, Carla.
More.
Like, or more.
Carla, you need to ask D about her.
She sound like D a little bit.
It's none of your business. Now go home.
That accent. Yeah. Now go home.
What part of New York is that accent?
Take it.
No, that's hard to say. That's hard to say. She from there though. And big shout out to cousin Monica. Appreciate that she's back in New York now. So
yeah, New York represent. I don't know, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like Charlamagne said, the craziest people from Florida.
She got a lot of money though. They were paying her. Like people were actually. She did get a lot of money for going over there and doing all that stuff. And then they sent her to Dubai. She went to Dubai, and then she went back to the.
Oh man! Yeah, she must have some TikTok money or just GoFundMe money.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, people over there were giving her money.
Yeah.
Oh. So everybody want to be a piece of that, man. Maybe I should do that. Shave my eyebrows and paint it back on, and
wow, her face had a fade on it. It was faded. The colors was faded together.
Yeah,
a gradient.
MC is like, I love her audacity. She had a lot of audacity.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was just big news. This lady from New York comes over here, American woman.
Yeah,
there's got to be news
about that. That's so funny. Yeah. That she was able to do all of that. Like,
wow, that's bold.
Hopefully, yeah, and she's gonna write a book, and she's gonna have maybe a Netflix TV show, movie done on her.
It's never gonna be enough money though. She's gonna do something to try to top that, and then
exactly.
She's gonna say or more.
Never know, Anthony. That could be your future side piece.
Yeah, right.
Do that. Nope.
They gonna mess up around and put her
this
on.
Right here's gonna be my side piece. Okay.
They gonna put her on season 2 of was it Could Have Been Love?
Oh yeah, Drewski has a has a called Could Have Been Love. Y'all got
Drewski is funny.
Yeah.
You see the one with the Asian girl from New York?
Yeah.
We'll talk about this. Yeah.
Anthony, they had it do like a Flavor of Love, and the girls rode up in the bus, and he said, when the bus got up there, he's like, yeah, it kind of smelled like SeaWorld.
Oh, that is so wrong.
Yeah.
And then the one famous influencer, Asian, she's trans, man. She comes in and he goes, "Ooh, you got a little bronchitis in you, man. You got a deep bass voice."
And one girl there, remember the other lady, the big lady that's in there, she pregnant.
Yeah.
They just got a whole bunch of misfits on there. It's so stupid.
And then the little person, when he picked her up or whatever, was like giving her some juice. Speaking something about he get you a little sippy cup, some Hennessy in it.
Yeah. She got money made to Dubai.
Yeah.
They put her foot right here.
For Pakistan-U.S. relations. She sure did.
Wow.
Yep.
Sure did. I mean,
that's an international incident.
It is, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's an international incident.
I gonna say international.
She about to get the Medal of Freedom up there with Trump.
You know, mess around and go to Singapore, do something stupid.
He might deport her since she says she's Pakistan.
Yeah, because she tried to claim residency.
Yeah,
there's a form to be careful for people coming back to the States. Maybe be aware of. I think it's Form 104 that they're trying to force people to sign, where you actually denouncing your U.S. Citizenship.
Oh wow!
Come back. So as soon as you get in, they can deport you back to that other country.
That is so crazy.
I'm waiting for ICE to deport me. Try to deport me.
You gonna come right back?
I'm coming right back. You gonna give me a free flight? You know what? Can you deport me in like March or April? At the end of April? Why? I don't go buy a ticket. I'm going there anyways, and then come right back. Why?
I'll take a settlement for $500 million.
I'm about to go down. I'm about to go to. Yeah, I'm about to go to ICE right now and say, "Look, man, you can deport me right now. When can you deport me? Like in April, though, like April 26th."
Like, I'll be ready then.
Sorry, I'm not trying to make light of it. I know a lot of people out there have family and friends. It's
just actually deported and stuff like that.
Yeah, deported. I got families too that they're in that situation where they're scared as hell. But look,
really?
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's terrible, especially like the kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're all citizens. Mm-hmm. Just that one person, just no papers. So I don't know, man. It's hard to live like that for years, man, decades.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I think we lost D3. The dog's going around.
Well, yeah, the dog's gone wild, probably.
Oh my god.
And mommy's upstairs, so doing like I does.
Well, congratulations again to the Eagles, the 2024-25 champions of the world. Did we say the world? Champion of the world?
Super Bowl champions.
Super Bowl champion.
Not of the world, because the world doesn't play.
If they have baseball.
Yeah, they're baseball. We can't be world champions in baseball. Oh, yeah.
Fly, Eagles.
Well, thank you so much, guys, everybody. Highway 54, Coach Anthony about that wallet, Carla D3, and myself, DJ Kid Mango. See you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.